Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Myra from Low Carb Love. Now, most of you know I've lost over 100 pounds. So today we're going to make dinner together. I actually want to show you dinner ideas that have helped me not only lose the weight, but keep the weight off over the last 15 years. I feel like it's super important when you are starting a weight loss journey. I feel like this is a new year. A lot of us are trying to change our eating habits, maybe change our eating styles. So I want to show you meals that one are super delicious, two are super high in protein. The meals that I'm gonna be sharing with you are also gonna keep you full. Now, I feel like that is a big issue when you are starting a weight loss journey. You feel like, oh my God, I'm still hungry, I'm snacking, this isn't gonna work. So I wanna share with you meals that are gonna keep you full. They're not gonna keep you snacking around, and they actually work. These are meals that are gonna help you lose weight, okay? This is what I'm actually having for dinner, so I figured I would actually film it with you because these are meals that I actually eat. Okay, now don't get me wrong. I love making desserts. I love making casseroles, and I love a lot of the foods that I obviously make here on my channel and share with you. But I also want to be realistic about what I eat on a day-to-day basis, right? And this is what I'm having for dinner. So I'm going to share it with you because I feel like if you are starting your weight loss journey, if you are just kind of trying to get a handle, a hang of how am I gonna have to eat to not only lose the weight, but keep the weight off, then these are meals that are going to help you, okay? Now, remember, I also have an ultra low carb meal plan, and that's a guide. It's a step-by-step guide. I will leave that linked in the description below for you. Make sure you grab that. If you are starting off your weight loss journey, maybe you hit a plateau, you've been trying to eat healthy, but you don't see the scale moving, I basically walk you step by step what to do: breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, desserts, swaps. I go over everything on there with you. So if you're in that place or you know someone who is kind of struggling, please send them over, share the link to my meal plan because it could be super helpful, okay? So I'm gonna leave that link for you in the description below, so make sure you pick that up. Now here we have 2 pans going. I usually try to be really efficient with time. When it comes to dinner, I like my stuff done quick, right? Not only am I always busy, but I also have mom life, personal life. I have a lot of stuff going on. So when it comes to dinners, I want something nutritious. I want something that's gonna keep me full, and I want something that tastes delicious, okay? So that's what I'm looking for in my meals. So if you're someone who wants that, then this is gonna be a series. I wanna share with you meals that actually help you lose weight and also keep it off, okay? So we're gonna get started with our chicken. With the chicken, I'm using just some avocado oil spray, by the way. With a chicken, what I do is I like to get a nice golden brown crust. So we're going to set it down and not touch it, okay? Because I want it to get a little crust on there. And we're gonna do kind of a medium heat. Right now it's on low, so we're gonna go more medium heat. And let's go ahead and season it. So usually for something like this, we go pretty basic. We're gonna do salt, also do a little pepper. And you can use whatever you typically use. I also like doing garlic powder. I feel like it just adds to the flavor. Sometimes you wanna be careful not to get it on the pan because it will kind of start to burn. Now I'm gonna show you how I make it creamy, garlicky, buttery, but we keep it a lighter version, okay? Because I'm not that person that's gonna tell you be careful with your calories, but I'm gonna tell you still wanna be mindful, okay? So I'm gonna show you how we're gonna make it so that it tastes super rich, it tastes garlicky and buttery, but you're not gonna go crazy on the butter, and it's still gonna have a lot of flavor, okay? So right now we're just gonna let that get a little color. Meanwhile, we'll start on our veggies. And I wanted to share with you my receipt. So this is actually my groceries for the week. And I know sometimes you're like, oh, eating healthy can be, so much more expensive. I spent $148, okay? And I got a little bit of everything. I even got yogurts, I got my proteins, my veggies. So this is pretty much what I spent for the week. And let me know if you guys want to know more about cost. I can actually take you shopping with me and show you what it actually costs to eat healthy versus having a lot of junk food. And another thing that I've been doing is putting everything into my app. So there's an app called Merryfield, and you basically get points for shopping healthy. So whether it's your eggs or your produce or healthy brands, you actually get points, you know what I mean? And I really love that they do that because you can redeem those points at Amazon, at Starbucks, at Sephora, and it's like, we're shopping anyway, so like, you know what I mean? It's like, let's get those points. It's a free app, so I'll leave the link in the description below. I can even do like a little QR code that you could scan here on the screen. Oh, and you know what? If you shop like at Instacart or even like at Whole Foods, you can connect it to the Merrifield app, and then you get points automatically whenever you shop for anything that is healthy. So it's just one of those things where it's like a company that's incentivizing you to shop healthier, eat healthier. And I'm like, I already do it. So it's like, now I get these points that I could redeem at some of my favorite stores. So if you're on the same page, then download the app. Again, it's linked in the description, and I'll leave the QR code here on the screen, okay? But anyway, I just kind of wanted to share because sometimes I feel like we don't talk enough about like what you actually spend to eat healthy. And I think that this is just like a very realistic number for like what I spend to go grocery shopping weekly. So just thought I'd share that with you. Okay, so again, a little bit of avocado oil. We're gonna do our zucchini. Okay, and you don't, yes, you can cook one or the other, but I just like to throw everything in because I like to be realistic about how I usually cook at home. This is, you know, this right now, obviously I'm talking to you, but typically this is how I would be cooking it just on a normal, you know, on a normal day. So we have zucchini, mushrooms. Now we are gonna season that as well. You always wanna make sure you season your veggies. Salt and pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. Okay, so look at this. This is already getting a little bit of color. See, this is kind of like what we're looking for. Just a little bit of color on that. I don't like my chicken to be white. I like it to have a little browning to it. And this cooks really fast because it's diced. So, I mean, think from start to finish, you're gonna have like a really nutritious dinner in like 15 minutes. And depending on like how big your family is or if you're alone, I would still cook it like this because you can, this is a great meal prep. So a lot of the meals that I make are also great for meal prepping. Okay, so now we're gonna let that cook a little. Here, this is pretty much almost done. That's pretty quick. Now to make it nice and like buttery and garlicky, I do even less than a tablespoon. This is literally less than a tablespoon. Throw it into my chicken. And you can do a little more, just depends. And I'm gonna do some raw garlic, okay? Now this right here is gonna make it, as you can see, like you just kind of mix it in together and it turns it into like a little garlic sauce, but you're not adding like 1,000 calories of butter. Like it's literally just there. If you wanted to, you could literally add a tiny bit more because this is like, see how thin that is? It's like the thinnest slice of butter, right? You know, if you're someone who's really watching like your calories and stuff like that, it's not gonna add much in terms of calories, but it's gonna add so much flavor and richness, and it's just gonna taste absolutely delicious, okay? So we have that going. This is pretty much almost done. We're gonna swap it. And then over here, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna add a little bit of butter. And remember, don't be afraid of butter, okay? I think I grew up being so terrified of butter because I'm like, oh my God, fat is gonna make me fat. No, that's like the biggest misconception. Like fat keeps you full, okay? That is what fat does. Healthy fats keep you nice and full. Pair that with protein. It's like the perfect combination. So don't be afraid of eating fats. Now, some people might disagree with me, but I'm just telling you from experience, I eat fats. I have not only lost 135 pounds, but I've been able to keep it off for, I always say 15 years, but I'm actually going on almost 20 years. So I'm just telling you what has worked for me. And if you believe in me and you believe in my weight loss journey and what I stand for, then these are meals that are gonna work for you. They're just gonna work for you. I mean, think about it. What are you having here that is bad? You know what I mean? What is bad from here? You have your protein, you have your veggies, you have your healthy fats. Like all of this is good for you. It is good for your body. It is good. It's nutritious. Like this is real food, you know? So now, so you can leave it just like this, but I feel like this is really yummy. Just adding some color. I feel like it looks really pretty. And look at this. Now I'm already gonna pull this off the stove because it is done. But look at that, beautiful. I'm sorry, that looks so good. and it is gonna be delicious and you're gonna love it. You know, you're gonna be able to enjoy a delicious meal that is loaded with protein, loaded with flavor, okay? Because look at this chicken right here. It is rich. It has a ton of flavor, okay? Now that's why I don't skimp out on the seasonings. It also has a little bit of butter. It has raw garlic. Like that raw garlic is going to do wonders for your food, okay? Use raw garlic, use onion, use those seasonings, because you can make a simple piece of chicken breast into that. Like this is literally just chicken breast. And look at that. Like you can add this to, you can make tacos, like think of lettuce wrapped tacos. You can add this over a salad. You can throw onions and bell peppers and make it into chicken fajitas. Like there are so many angles and like directions to go with just a simple chicken breast. You know what I mean? But it's like, you just have to be a little bit, like think of being a little creative, you know, just think a little outside the box. But this right here is what your girl is having for dinner. Okay, so we have a garlic butter chicken that is a much lighter version, but still loaded with flavor and protein, which is gonna nourish my body. And then I have my veggies, which are also going to not only nourish my body, give me vitamins and minerals, but it also gives you fiber and it gives you the bulk. Okay, so if you're someone that needs like bigger meals, then don't forget about your vegetables. And think, if you don't like mushrooms or you don't like zucchini or you don't like tomatoes, what do you like? Do you like broccoli? Do you like cauliflower? Do you like asparagus? Anyway, but here you go. This is going to be my dinner. My daughter and I are going to have, and my mom. Okay, look at that. So it has a little bit of everything, okay? We have zucchini, we have the mushroom, we have our tomato and some chicken. And this right here is like dripping with flavor. I'm telling you, I don't even have to taste it to tell you because I know exactly what I added into this, but here we go, cheers. It tastes fresh. Guys, I'm telling you, you just have to learn what works for you. If it's not with vegetables, we have to keep trying. What is it? You have to find it. It can't be hot Cheetos. It can't be ramen. Like, you know, what is it called? Like Maruchan, a cup of noodles. It can't be that. You have to find the protein that you like, the veggies that you like, maybe there's sauces that you like, but this right here is what makes me happy. And maybe it's because I've been doing it for so long and I know what it does to my body. Like this not only keeps my body looking the way I want, but it makes me feel good. I don't feel bloated. I don't feel like going to sleep after I eat. All of that's important to me because 1, I'm super busy. 2, I'm always in front of the camera. 3, I have a normal life where I want to feel a certain type of way. So if you want to look a certain type of way, then you need to eat according to that. And this is me just like, it's not like tough love, but I'm just being very raw and real with you. Like, you want to change your life, then you need to change your eating habits. Or like, if you want to change the way you look because of your weight, if you feel like you need to, you know, lose some weight, there's no other way around it. You have to eat different. You just have to let go of some of those habits. Now, am I perfect? No. When I go out, when I travel, I eat what I want. I literally, dessert and chips and everything, because I still want to enjoy my life. But I'm just telling you that when I'm home, this is how I'm eating. And I want to share that with you because a lot of times the recipes that I share, they're things that I eat maybe on a special occasion, or they're things that I make when people are coming over. But this right here is what I eat daily. I eat salmon, I eat steak, I eat ground beef, I eat chicken, and then it's usually cooked like this, where it's a much lighter version of something, or I make sure that I'm eating a lot of veggies. So anyway, I want to share this with you. Again, this is the new year. I want you to have that handle on weight. I know what it is. I've been there. Remember, I used to weigh over 300 pounds. I know what the journey feels like. And so I want to be able to help you. Like, I want to be able to give you the answers that you need to succeed. But you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. So I hope that this is helpful. Let me know what you think. If you want to see more recipes like this, where I'm literally cooking my dinner and I just kind of chat with you and like share what I'm making, then let me know. Comment down below and I would love to continue making videos like this for you. But I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed this super simple recipe, but I will still leave it linked in the description below for you. But yeah, if you have friends and family, please send them over. Show them this video. That way they know what it looks like to eat, you know, because some people really don't know and they really don't know what eating healthy means. So things like this could be really, really helpful. But thank you so much for being here. I love you and I will see you on my next video. Mwah.